guys, so welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's episode, we have this guy. So this is the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro. Yeah, Soundcore did send me these, but that will not impact my decision at all. I'm going to be trying to be as truthful as I possibly can with you guys, because if I wasn't truthful, then what's the point in me reviewing stuff, you know? I need to be as truthful as possible with you guys. So I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and opinion of the Anker Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video. So talking about the box of the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro, I actually think it looks like a really premium box. We get the 10 Grammy winning audio producers, 5-star, and we also get this really premium front of the box and back of the box, and also get some of the features on the back and also on the front. So let's see if the box stands up to the contents of the box, and let's see actually what's inside. Alright guys, so I can already tell they really did put a lot of effort into this, because it's got a pretty premium finish. It feels like it's some sort of wood kind of material. But if we just slide this bit off, it's magnetized, which you can tell they really did put a lot of effort into this. And there's the box. So as you can see, there is the flap that we've got to open so we can access the wireless case and also the earbuds. On first impressions, I'm really loving this box. Let's take out the wireless case, the earbud case, and as you can see, the hinge opens as well. It makes a really satisfying click, and it's got a little guide to get started, and also here are the earbuds. So on first impression, you can see the earbuds, they actually feel pretty nice, and they feel really nice in the hand. So yeah, I'll get these set up, and come back to you guys in a week's time with my full review. Alright guys, so talk about design. The Liberty 2 Pros do have quite the generic design. You know, it's just the average earbud kinda. You know, it just has the Soundcore logo with like this little LED light, which can get on your nerves a bit sometimes. Like in the night time, it'll start flashing just for no random reason, because it searches for Bluetooth just to make sure your Bluetooth is still connected. And yeah, so that's what the light means. And you can see it's got a microphone at the back and also a microphone at the front. And it's got an orange accent where the ear tip is. And you know, it's got an ear tip, it's also got a wingtip, which are provided in the box, but I'll go on to fit more later. But yeah, so, you know, it's not the most well-designed earbud I've ever seen. It does stick out quite a bit. It really doesn't matter, because my ears are pretty small because I'm a kid. My dad tried these in and they looked absolutely fine. In fact, they actually look pretty good on him. So yeah, obviously you will get a better fit than me. Well, not a better fit, but you get like, obviously a better look in their ear. But for me, they stick out a tiny bit, not much, but you get used to the look after a while. So yeah, I personally quite like the physical design, but obviously that's up to you. Yeah, obviously design is quite a personal preference kind of thing, so to be honest, they actually look quite clean with just the logo. And you've got the one button to tap, which I'll explain later in the ergonomics section. But yeah, so I think the physical design actually is quite nice. But let's move on now to the charging case. Alright guys, so this is the Anker Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro's charging case. I think this gets around 26 hours of use, and the earbuds give you 6 hours of use, but I will get more into that in battery life. But yeah, so I actually really am liking the charging case. I'll get more into like ergonomics, like does it fit in your pants and all that later. But yeah, I think it's really cool. You get USB-C charging on it. It's charges the earbuds passively when you put it in there. And you know, it just is a really snug fit in your pants and stuff like that. And it's got magnets, so that always looks really cool. So you can just drag and drop. So you can just plop your earbuds back in when you're not done with it. And come on guys, we've all got to agree, this is pretty addictive. Alright guys, so now talking about ergonomics of the earbuds. You do have to do this slight rotation kind of move, so you like rotate them and then you put it into your ear, so it's not as drag and drop as like an AirPods or anything. So you have to take them out, rotate them. I usually like to pull them out from the wingtip just because it's easier to drag out. So that's like kind of ergonomically, it could be better. So it's like could be like a 7 out of 10, where an AirPod is like maybe a 10 out of 10 because you just whip it out. But yeah, so it's obviously not the best like ergonomic, just like take it out, put it in your ear straight away, because you know you've got it. They tried to like make it so sound quality was best, which we'll go over later. And as far as the fit in my ears, so this also falls under ergonomics, it's actually really good. I tried to put the wingtip under my earlobe and it really does have a really good fit. And although I've seen reviews saying these probably aren't great for going to the gym, I have tried these out myself and I've put the wingtip under my earlobe and it stays in just fine. So let's do a shake test. Alright guys, so as you can see, the wingtips are under my earlobes right now, so we're just gonna shake our head. Wait, what? Yeah. So, oh god, that did not sound good. As you can see, it did take a lot of moving my head around, and to be honest, you know, you're probably not gonna move your head that violently in a gym unless you're doing some crazy workouts. You must be one strong fella if you were like shaking your head that hard. But yeah, these shouldn't fall out in your ears that much, especially if you use my method of putting them under your earlobe. But yeah, so the ergonomics are actually really good at this. And as far as the fit in my trousers or jeans or anything, or like tracksuit bottoms, it really is incredible. Like, you basically don't feel that this is in your pocket. And sometimes I actually forget that they're in my ear, which is actually quite good. That just shows you how well the fit they are. And after you've been listening to them for about 2 hours, you don't really feel any hurt after all. I did on my first day because I didn't really know how to put them in. I was still experimenting with them, and after like 2 hours, they really start hurting my ears. But I've gotten used to like where to put them now and how to put them there. So just put them in this position that I've got them in, right under. So put the wingtip right under your earlobe, and you will have an awesome fit. Trust me, it's awesome for lounging around, and you know, going to the gym. These probably won't fall out, and if they do, you know, shove them back in. It's not much of a deal breaker, but obviously I don't think they'll fall out in a gym, to be honest. I know you'll be running all around, but I've went downstairs. We've got a 3-story house, so I have to go up and down, up and down, up and down constantly, and these have not fallen out once. So yeah, ergonomics, absolute plus for me. But now let's move on to our last and final category. Actually, no, it's not. But now let's move on to the second last category, which is battery life. Alright guys, so as far as battery life goes, you are getting 8 hours of playtime with just the earbuds themselves. So you're not going to be listening to music for 8 hours straight, to be honest. That's just amazing. Even if you're for long working days, 9 hours is as much as you need. And 8 hours pretty much does that. So if you listen to podcasts all day or something like that, which I tend to do, I quite listen to quite a lot of podcasts. These have lasted me, and these have never run out of charge apart from when I lost them. Yes, so they are pretty easy to lose unless you put them in the charging case. I've never lost them with the charging case, but I did forget to put them in the charging case one time, and I lost them. They were under my bed, but I found them pretty easily. So yeah, obviously you're probably not going to be listening to music for 8 hours straight, but if you need to, you know, the feature's there. 8 hours of playing time. I was probably getting around 6-7 hours. So yeah, it's incredible, the battery life, and once you put them in the case, you're getting up to 32 hours, so that's 24 hours with the charging case and 8 hours playback with full battery on the earbuds themselves. So yeah, obviously, great battery life. So let's move on to the second last category now, which is the app and EQ. Alright guys, so as far as the app goes, all you have to do is to set it up is turn on Bluetooth, and it will find your Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros, or well, whatever Soundcore product you have, and you get an equalizer. So there are 22 presets for like different kinds of music. Personally, I find the electronic and the vocal booster as the most useful of my music. I personally like using those presets, but there are also bass booster, there's like bass reducer, treble booster, there's like pop. I'm probably gonna listen to pop music later, but yeah, as far as the sound quality goes from these, they actually really well match up to the music. I personally like the electronic, and that's the preset I try to leave on the most, and it just sounds really impressive. Yeah, we'll get more into sound quality later, but let's go over some more features of the app. So you also get something called Hear ID, which sends like a signal through your ear canal and then matches an equalizer to your ear canal. So it's really personalized, and I actually really think it's like an awesome feature personally. Like, to have that sort of tech on something this small is really, really impressive. You can tell AirPods have come a long way. You also get the 10 Emmy nominee award producers who have recommended their own presets and you get to choose them. So say if you like one of their music, then you can just instantly select their music and you can easily select one of their music tracks and you're good to go. So that is practically the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro app in a nutshell. So let's move on to the final category, which I know you guys have all been waiting for, which is sound quality. Alright guys, so as far as sound quality goes, I have to say these are incredible. I am no audiophile at all, really. Not really. I mean, I can tell when there's good music, but yeah, so I don't really play much music. I don't really listen to a load of music, but when I listened to these, this was probably the best audio quality I've ever heard in my life, so that tells you something. I'm not like an absolute audiophile or anything, but this is the best music I've ever heard in my life. My dad's car's speaker is actually really good. I know I'm comparing them to a car speaker, what a comparison, but yeah, so these are they get really loud. My dad says they don't get loud enough, but I mean, he might go deaf from music eventually because I listened to my favourite music on like the loudest setting and I was literally dying inside. Yeah, Dad, they get far too loud, so if you ever, and they don't really lose much quality, so if you want to go as high as you possibly can, if you're like someone who listens to like absolute thumping drums and stuff like that, then these will be absolutely perfect for you. Obviously, if you're like my dad and want it to go really like break your ears loud, then maybe not, but these are just incredible. The volume is great. The audio separation is on point. I was listening to this song called Chasing Clouds by Bad Computer. I would highly recommend listening to this on Vocal Booster and you guys will know what I'm talking about. The audio separation from the claps and all the drums and stuff like that is seriously out of this world, but I can't play a song because I'd get copyright, so yeah. Also guys, I am going to recommend some songs here. I recommend the Rocket League soundtrack. It's my favourite game, and to be honest, the soundtrack is literally one of the things that makes it one of my favourite games, because the soundtrack is just unbelievable. So I'd listen to that if I were you guys. But yeah, electronic music, pop music. I've not really fiddled around with pop music that much, but I've tried some of the presets and I've listened to like a couple of pop songs and they seriously sound incredible. And no wonder, I've watched other reviews and they are audiophiles and they actually suggest these at this price range. So, you know, it has to be good. And I can tell myself, I've never listened to any music this clear and crisp and greatly separated. So if you're looking for audio quality, you absolutely definitely get these here, and you can change the EQ and the presets within the Soundcore app. So yeah, let's move on to my final conclusion. Alright guys, so that is the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros. Thank you once again to Soundcore for sending these over, but I have to go over some of the cons. Obviously this is a fully positive review, of course, you know, you have to have some negatives, otherwise why wouldn't everyone go and buy the Soundcores? So the first negative is, of course, you know, it's only IPX4 rated for dust and water resistance, so don't expect to go into like a bath or a shower. Maybe, yeah, you probably go in a shower and it'll be alright, but you know, it's still a bit of a risk. IPX4 is only rated for like light rain, and you know, it can survive a rain shower or something like that, and maybe like a shower, but I would not go jumping into a pool or hopping in a bath with these and trying to listen to music, because you know, you could destroy your pair of Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros. And another con is there is a noticeable delay while typing. Not while watching YouTube videos. I found that it actually matched up incredibly well with the content that I'm watching. I can't notice I can't really notice any delay in audio from the person speaking to me actually receiving the audio. So, you know, that's obviously something that's really great. But while typing, there is a very noticeable delay between the sound where you put your thumb down or your finger down and the iPad or an iPhone of typing. So obviously that's quite a con. It's not really that bad though. But apart from that, I really recommend these. You get wireless charging, USB-C charging, 32 hours of playback, incredible audio quality, great ergonomics, and yeah, these hands down the best audio at the price. And not to mention, if you're packaging something this well, you're making a great first impression. All companies, please try package something like this. It is incredible. If you guys buy this, you will know what I'm talking about. There's like shark skin. My mum said it was made out of, and it's probably not shark skin because you don't want to go skinning sharks just to make some boxes. But it's like a really nice rough texture, and it's got magnetics. It's open, and it's just such a well packaged thing that I really want other companies to follow suit with this packaging style. And yeah, I just have very, very little complaints with the Anker Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros. They really connect really easily. They are incredible, so I would highly recommend these. But yeah guys, if you did enjoy this video with the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks once again to Soundcore, or Christy Long from Soundcore, for sending these over to me. It's really been a pleasure to review these. So yeah, if if you're another company and you want to get an excellent review, you know how to come. But yeah, have a good one guys. So stay safe, stay healthy and stay techy, and I'll